Hi guys, my name is Kayla, or you can call me Kay, either or. It seems no one ever used to call me Kay, and it's over the last few years that people have started to do it, so I'm just gonna roll with it. Anyway, this vlog, it's video, so it's a vlog. It's kind of personal. So basically, I decided to turn this channel into a kind of expose, a documentary of my life. And you're probably thinking, who the fuck are you? Why is your life so amazing and everything like that? It's not. I'm gonna say my life is pretty dull. But, you know, for me, I wanted to utilize, you know, YouTube and video recording, and I'm really sorry about that noise. Hopefully in the next few weeks, that noise is gonna disappear. Seriously, every time I turn that camera on, it gets louder. Basically, there is some roadworks going across my road. I live across the road from a train station, and they are doing everything, and they're renovating and doing all this crap. So yeah, hopefully in a few weeks, I won't have that noise. But anyway, let's continue. Basically, I decided to start doing vlogs, mainly weekly, and I might do a few other videos here and there about my life, because I'm on a journey, and I wanted to kind of document this journey so I can look back on it in a few years' time, and hopefully I can say, I've come so far. Anyway, I'm not going to elaborate on what my goal is so far, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's happening with me. Basically, I've come from being in a position of quite mental illness, yes, so, you know, being quite depressed, having anxiety. I hated myself so much. I still have panic attacks and all this sort of stuff, but I've decided to kind of take a proactive approach in helping myself get better. And by doing this, I've just, like, instead of putting limitations on myself, I've decided to take these huge chances in my life. And for someone who's been struggling with anxiety, this is really big for me. Basically, one of my things is I really wanted to get really fit. Like, I really wanted to start doing fighting. I know that's kind of weird. It's going from being quite overweight to wanting to kick someone's ass in a ring. But I feel like fighting is something that I've always wanted to do, and whether it's going to be boxing or MMA or something like that, I thought, you know what, I'm 25 years old. If I'm going to do it, I have to do it now. I live in Melbourne. I don't have, my only responsibilities is I rock up to work on time, and I can make sure I'm up to date on my study. And I don't have any personal obligations at the moment. And I thought, this is the perfect time to work on myself. Basically, 3 months ago, end of August, so we're almost end of October, I was in this pit of not loving myself, hating myself, and a few different things kind of triggered and rolled into one. I'll put them into another video because I feel they're like a whole another topic on itself. And I decided to take control of my life. One of those things was I hired a personal trainer. So I moved to Melbourne back in March. But in August, I went back to see my parents in Adelaide, where I'm from. And, you know, that was, you know, just like this big wake-up call for me. A few things happened. Explain it in another video. Yeah, and I stepped on the scales. And I know your weight and that number on the scales is not an indication, indication of how healthy you are. And it's not how much of your value as a person. But it does tie into a lot of the things that I was feeling. You know, being sick all the time, being sore all the time. For me, it was never about looks. It was always about feelings and how I felt on the inside, and how I felt unhealthy, how I felt unfit, and I felt tired all the time. And I thought, I'm so over this feeling, and I know if I get more energy and I get more of an outlet, I'll be able to do the things I want to do. And if you're going to do fight training, you have to be on your weight, okay? So, and if you're doing what I'm doing at the moment, I'll go into that a bit more in a minute, you got to have as little weight as possible on your body, because you got to take that. You know, I've had injuries in the past and everything like that. I used to be a big sports kid. But yeah, basically I stepped on the scales and I weighed in It's really, you know, it's a big thing to admit this on like video, and it's going to be posted as public to world. I was 122 kilos, around that, give or take like point something. And for me, that was like, whoa, I had never been that big. Give perspective, I'm about 5'5", so I'm about 165 centimeters, give or take a couple centimeters, you know. I haven't measured myself for a while, but I'm about 5'5", 5'6". So yeah, so that's like 260 pounds or something, over 260, like about 260 pounds for any American friends watching this. But yeah, so to put that into perspective, that's huge. There is dudes in like the WWE who are like 6 foot something who weigh that much. So it's like, fuck, girl, you need to do something. So I did. I hired a personal trainer. Now my personal trainer, I was looking for PTs who specialized in like boxing and stuff, because I like to hit things, and I thought that would be the best way for me to get my cardio, because I can go to the gym and I can lift weights. I like doing that, but I need to have that motivation to get in there. And I met my trainer, and holy smokes, in the last 3 months, I feel like my life has changed incredibly. You know, it's only been like not even 3 months yet, but I've already lost over 13 kilos. I've lost over 40.5 centimeters around my body. My clothes that were tight are loose now, which kind of sucks because I just bought like new gym clothes and now they're like falling off, which is great. And I got a really husky voice, hay fever. But yeah, and he's an MMA fighter, and so he's basically like training me, and I decided, yeah, one day I would like to step in the cage and fight. So this is kind of like, maybe this is a documentation of how I became a fighter, maybe, or it might be just a documentation of how someone changed their life. You know, I dyed my hair, I got another tattoo, and I did all this stuff in the last 3 months. And I'm just doing stuff for myself and living for myself and not worrying and not obligating other people and not pulling other people into my shit. You know, I've made mistakes in my life, and I've made, you know, other people have made mistakes with me, and we've just kind of, you know, and I just felt like moving to Melbourne should be a fresh start. And, you know, 25 years old, I'm having like, I don't know if anyone watches the Gabby show, but I totally feel with her right now, having like this, well, she calls it a midlife crisis, but quarter life crisis for me. And I feel like it's not like a crisis, it's a wake up call. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to change my life for the better. And yes, I'm gonna do these weekly blogs to talk about my progress. Yeah, so I hope you can join me. I only weigh myself once a month because I don't want to get bogged down in the numbers, because again, it's all about the feelings for me. But yeah, I'll keep you updated, and I'm gonna, you know, make other videos about what I do, what I'm doing, sort of training I'm doing, because I'm doing, like, I got my PT, but now I'm like doing other sorts of trainings, and talk about different trainings I might try, you know, like, you know, I wanted to try CrossFit, try all these other sort of things, and also, you know, about my diet and how I've changed that, and all these sort of things. So I'm gonna, you know, kind of like David So Comedy's Funny Fat Fit. This is just me being me, a fat kind of gothy emo chick who also does hip hop dancing. I'll come into that later, but who is having a quarter life crisis and wants to change her life. But yeah, I don't have a sign off, and that's So Gabby show, but oh my god. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace out.